So, hello, my name is Paola the Animator. Pleasure to meet you. And this will be my first video of the year in 2021. So, first off, I just want to say that overall, I would have to say that 2020 has been a tough year. Not just for me, but pretty much for everyone. I would have to say that I never expected that 2020 would be the year that would affect me, not just as an artist, but also as an animator and as a college student. I would have to say that going from my sophomore year into my junior year, I remember I was still commuting. I commute home to college. I just didn't expect that when the pandemic hit in the beginning of 2020 that I would suddenly switch to online. And at first, online in the sophomore year, let's just say it was not the smoothest experience. It was kind of quick. But in the junior year, I would say the online class got better. I would have to say that there were some pros and cons. So as an animator, I would have to say the biggest pro is that since I don't have to commute, I don't have to conserve my energy as much. The thing is, when you are commuting as an artist or animator, sometimes you have to end up carrying like a laptop in the backpack and a tablet, just a lot of stuff, e-books, notebook in the backpack, going from the bus to the train. I don't have a car, so I can't just drive. So I had to rely on bus and train for commute, and it can take up to an hour, so it can get exhausting. But not having to commute was pretty nice. But the biggest con is that I just felt like since I'm at home all the time, I just want to rest. Since in my mind, I just think of when I'm at home is a time to rest, but I just felt like I was working all the time, 24 hours, 24/7. In the sleep schedule, I would have to say it just got messed up. What I have learned as an animator, I would have to say that I learned how to communicate better whenever it's by email, social media, messaging to the team, etc. I also learned how to get a lot of stuff done, just a lot of multitasking, just trying to prioritize what project to get done. Like if it's the weekend and something is due Monday, I would get it done for Monday and etc. And any free time I have, I would just try to get the most work done and just trying to be as productive as I can in my free time. Like other than getting enough sleep, I just try to get as many work done as possible as an animator. Before, I would usually say I like to spend time in free time just watching movies or playing video games, especially before college. But as the year went on in college, I would have to say the workload just became too much and it just became harder to enjoy my hobby. So yeah, I just kind of stopped playing video games. As much as that suck, I love playing on my Nintendo Switch, but sometimes I pretty much have not touched my Switch for several months, unless it's like the summer, cause it's just too much work. And even then, this summer in 2021, I might focus all my time either on saving up for my senior year in a job or just trying to get better at animation, especially 3D. I would say it would help a lot that got me through 2020 is just listening to music or just long podcasts from other artists or other people on YouTube while I'm just doing my work in 2020, and I find it pretty relaxing. I would say that the only thing that kind of sucks sometimes is that I have hearing loss, so I would miss some things or mishear some things, and I would just have to end up relying on closed captioning. I do have some goals for the year of 2021. In 2020, I wanted to make YouTube video, but after what happened with the pandemic, and I also took 6 classes for both the spring and fall in 2020, it was just mentally draining and physically draining as well. It's just, you put a lot of muscle strain, and I just felt exhausted pretty much all the time. So from now on, I'm trying to go at least 4 to 5 classes in college. I just hope that not having as much class, I will have more time to myself, and I will be able to work on more personal projects. Especially on, I really want to make at least 1 video each week on YouTube. So here are my goals for the year 2021. First, just try to upload at least 1 video each week on YouTube and just try to be consistent. The only time is if it's like finals week. This is too much work to get done. I might upload a video just saying that finals just got too much. So the second thing is try to learn 3D animation or modeling just based on Maya, Unity, Engine 4, and only use Blender for last, just to push myself. I want to use Maya and Unity Engine 4 more because, for one, I using Unity Engine 4 in my junior year in the fall, and I thought it was a pretty amazing program. Mainly, I just want to use my Unity Engine 4 because they're like industry standard, whereas with Blender is open source. As much as I love Blender, I have been using Blender before college because basically, since Blender is free and open source, that's how I got into 3D animation or 3D modeling in the first place. But now I just really want to push myself and get used to Maya and Unity Engine 4. Now that, while I still have the chance as a student in college. The third thing, the only thing is I might use Blender just only for sculpting. I do have the G-Brush Mini. Sculptures doesn't seem to be there anymore, but as for G-Brush Mini, it's not a bad program, but I just feel like so many things are lacking, and Blender just has better sculpting option. I would try to get G-Brush for half the price as a college student, but G-Brush is still pretty pricey. I'm just not sure. I'll have to see how it ends up, getting a job and seeing if saving up will be enough to pay off G-Brush. The fourth thing, to be honest, I really want to learn coding, mainly because I love video games, but thing is, animation just takes up, if not more time, and as much as I want to learn coding, I would have to say coding will be the last thing in the list, because I heard people say coding is like learning a new language, and I'm more of a visual person. Whenever I try to learn coding, I just get overwhelmed. This is a lot of information. I just don't know where to start with coding. Even if I try to look up a beginner's guide with coding, sometimes I would just end up forgetting. And I just feel like right now my main priority is just trying to get better with animation or 3D modeling, just trying to improve my animation portfolio. For my New Year resolution, usually I'm not even going to try exercising more in the new year. I always feel like that's everybody's resolution, and honestly, as an artist, I'm just sitting all the time and just drawing, so I just end up not sticking to it. I mean, I try to stretch or try to take some break, but I wouldn't necessarily say just going crazy with exercising. So I would say my New Year resolution just be more like just trying to make more videos on YouTube. I really want to do that more as like a blog and as a way to record my learning progress throughout the year. How much I haven't learned in 1 year. I just want to see how much I would have grown as an artist and animator before my senior year. The junior year is still going on. I would say what's pushing me is the fact that in the year 2020 I saw that so many more people, when they are at home, they're making more videos and they're making more stuff on YouTube, and just seeing how people are making more videos, it just kind of inspired me. But since I was taking 6 classes for both the spring and fall in the year of 2020, I just ended up realizing I just didn't have time to make video as much as I want to. It's just too much going on with finals, and even if it was not final, it was just too much homework because, you know, online I don't want to keep going on. But yeah, I just hope that in 2021, my hope is that with having 4 or 5 classes instead of 6, that not only would I have more time for myself, but I hope that I will be able to make more personal projects, and just hope that I'll stick to the schedule with uploading at least 1 video each week on YouTube. And I'm thinking, does it have to be animation only related? Just maybe like a podcast or just something I want to upload. So yeah, I just want to say I want to wish you all a happy new year. Happy new year to everyone. Happy 2021. I hope that 2021 will be a better year than 2020. And I just want to say all of you are very strong for sticking to 2020 and just keep on going no matter what. And yeah, I guess I will end my podcast. I will end my first year of 2021 right here. I know this sounds a bit rambly. I will try to write a script so that way I'm not so rambly. I don't go off topic too much. But yeah, this is Paola Animator signing out. Thank you for listening to my first video on YouTube. Bye.